Cricut and I'm on a Chromebook. So first we're going to get into Canva, and right now I'm going to be designing my wrap for my sponges. So what I do is use a flyer template to start, and from there I go in and figure out what I want to use as far as my logo or anything you want to use to put on the actual wrap. So I'm going to skim through my pictures. Please ignore all these random pictures that you see because I also make thumbnails in Canva. So anyway, I'm going to go with my 1720 Interiors logo, and I'm going to size it down. Now as far as the size goes, that's up to you, whatever size you want to use. I can't remember what exactly the size that I use, but it's a little smaller than what the example is that I'm showing you here. I also want to show that whenever you do a logo on the wraps, I'm gonna call them a wrap because that's what I'll call them. Tissue paper, wrap, whatever. I'm using vellum for mine, or tracing paper, whatever you want to call it. So I duplicate and I make a roll of however many you want to use, depending on how big the actual logo is. And then I take the logo and I combine them. So I make them a group of 4 and I duplicate that. Kind of like what you do in Cricut Design Space, if you're familiar with Cricut. So that'll take less time than trying to duplicate 50,000 logos and spread them out throughout the paper. After I duplicate, I kind of offset them to where the logos are hanging off the page, where it looks like it's a continuous logo, if that makes sense. And off to the sides, you see I have one single logo, and I save that for whenever I get closer to the end, and then I add it to the corners to kind of make the logo hang off of the side. Like that. So if you hear my son in the background, it is nap time, and this is my only opportunity today to do this, so please excuse that. So yeah, with the single logos, you just want to fill in all the extra spaces and have them hanging off the side, and you can adjust accordingly however you like it, or bring everything completely hanging off the edge, however you want to do it. So for this particular example, I'm only gonna do half a sheet, but you can fill up the entire sheet and it'll come out the same way. So when you're printing this out, which is what I'm gonna do on your regular printer, whatever kind of printer you have, you want to make sure your template that you're using is a 8.5 by 11. Now all you do after you get done is share, and then you download it into your computer or phone or whatever you're using, and save it to your computer, which is what I'm doing. My computer's kind of slow right now, so excuse that. Then from there, I go and find my file and go to the print settings. Now for my particular case, when I go to my print settings, I want to make sure that I'm not printing in portrait, but I'm printing in landscape. Because if you print the other way, then it's going to give you white on either side. So next, I'm going to go into Canva again and use the search bar and put in vertical business cards. So the vertical business card template will give me a smaller size, which is what I want to use for my tags on my pillows and my beanbags. So as you can see, they have a bunch of different options you can use. You can also go in with a blank and, make your own design. So here's one here. Now, I do not have Canva Pro. I just use the free program. So anyone that you find that's free, or if you have Canva Pro, use those, either way. But Canva free works for me right now. But yeah, so I'm gonna go through here and I'm gonna find a random card that I like, and I'm gonna show you the example from there. So I originally was going to use these when I first started trying to make the tags, but it really didn't work out how I liked. So I went with a different one. So here I'm just going to show you an example of how you can use this particular one. But for my needs, I'm just going to put in the name of my business and go from there. So you'll do the same thing as you did on the last one. After you get done, satisfied with your work, you'll just share and download or save. Like so. After that, you want to go into Cricut. I also do not have Cricut's design space. What do you call it? I don't pay for the Cricut access. So with these, you can go into Cricut. And the reason that I use the Design Space app in this is because I want it a little bit smaller than what I made them in Canva. So I'll go into the app and upload the image. Also, using it in Design Space will give you the opportunity to use the Cricut, of course, and cut them instead of, manually cutting it yourself. So I upload it, and just in case, I take and click the pointer or on the outside of the design, just in case there's anything on the outside that's bigger than what I want. I upload it as a flat graphic, name it, and then I will upload it into on my canvas. So once I get it on my canvas, I kind of bring it up where I can see, click the edit, unlock the lock, and change the width and height of the image. So for my particular one, I believe I used a 2x4, and that will give me a more slender version of the image that I want to use. Then after that, you want to duplicate. So from here, as you see, I can get 6 on a page, and it'll come out as a print and cut. So it'll print out of your printer and then cut on your Cricut, or you can cut it with your scissors or cutter, whatever you want to do. Alright, now we get the fun part. So I've already cut my tags out and I have my tag gun. Now we're just going to tag some pillows and I'll let you watch that play out. And this part is completely optional. I usually do this before I tag the pillows, but I like my corners rounded on my tags. So I'm just gonna take the little paper cutter and round the corners. To me, it just looks a little bit more professional. That's why I do it. And then that's how it comes out. To the wraps. So I thought I recorded it, but I didn't record myself cutting the wraps how I cut them. So what I do is cut probably about a 1-inch strip straight across, and I think I get about 5 out of 1 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. And as I said, I cut them out using vellum, and it shows up kind of like a transparent kind of wrap. So yeah, so I just take my wrap, put my sticker on, and make sure it's tight where it doesn't slide, and add my care cards in the back for care of how to use the actual sponge. So nothing really to it. The stickers that I use and I also made, I just basically do the same steps as I did to make the wrap and use sticker paper instead. But on the sticker itself, it's a white sheet instead of transparent, and also it is one single logo. So yeah, I'll let that play out and let you watch. completely forgot to film an outro. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.